What up? Blackbird and Tripody. Okay. Just did some written memo, timed exec stuff to warm up. So I'm hopping right into it. Might have to scramble that right at the end, but whatever. What's up, Kiki and John and Gabriel? Okay. Oh yeah. Connect this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 clicks in order to connect GAN timer. I wish there was a better way to do this. It's the basically the one downside of this timer. What's up, Makes? Just chillin' and cubing. Okay. Not sure when that slice mistake happened, but whatever. Discord's audible again. God, I think this is I've heard some streamers mention this, that I think like the streamer mode thing is broken. Like normally it's supposed to be automatic and it stopped being automatic or something, so I have to like go manually turn on streamer mode. That's the issue. I also forgot to mute Cookie Clicker and I forgot about that. So I heard that through my headphones, like the golden cookie bling went off. I'm not even wearing my headphones and I heard it. Learning M2 memo is great, but something about execution is terrible. Common mistakes for M2ers. Yeah, you know about. It's hard to know like what you're doing wrong if I'm not seeing your solves, but there's a bunch of things that people do wrong. I mean, you could be just like not making sure that you're doing the right alg when you're like, if you have any target on the M layer or on the M slice, you have to do like the opposite alg if it's like on the odd target or whatever, that kind of thing. But really, like, actually saving your scrambles, filming your solves, and figuring out exactly what you did wrong is crucial, because it could, like, as a beginner, it could be a million different things. You could be like memorizing the wrong letter for a piece. You could be recalling the wrong letter for something. You could be swapping letter pairs. You could be swapping letters. You could be using, like, maybe you trace DG and you think dog, and then when you do recall you're like, oh, DG is DO or something. Like, not having really solidified letter pair word connections can also cause a lot of DNFs when you're new, so it could be a million things. Stash, I think I'm gonna probably have to bail on the warm-up comp, the warm-up PBQ, unfortunately. When just starting blind, should I immediately learn set letter pairs? I mean, if it's not demotivating for you to the point where you're gonna like stop or slow down practice, yeah, it's definitely good to do, but it's kind of a lot of work, and I didn't even do that. I just did solves, and I kind of just gradually came up with a letter pair list in my head. Yeah. I only made a list when I was like doing 30 plus cubes in multi, just to like kind of organize it all and figure out which pairs were bad. It's mostly, Stash, just like I would have to go by myself. It makes travel so much more annoying. Like, Serena is coming with me to Worlds, but she can't go up for that like that early, so I would have to like fly up and then she flies up after, when we were like originally planning on driving up and camping on the way. And yeah, and it just makes the trip like so much more expensive too. Just hard to justify it, especially given that I have like 6 attempts this weekend and 2 attempts at Worlds like right after that. And I probably should just like let my rooms rest before Worlds anyways. Yeah, and I mean, like, I feel like it's like FOMO that's fueling me to go to that comp, you know? So like, Worlds is 4 days, probably gonna hang out with people for more than that too. It's like, I don't need to go to a whole other comp beforehand. I feel like it was basically the thing that made me really want to go was like missing out on the warm-up comp for Worlds 2019. and that gave me big FOMO. Shoot. Dude, that's so annoying. I have to freaking reconnect the stack mat thing when I don't use it for 5 minutes. Starting to learn 3-blind, best tips, just practice often. Makes it a lot easier. Thanks, NMC. Dude, I forgot how his cycle broke. When was the last time that's happened to me? I forgot how I cycle broke in wings, and I like can't figure it out. It was like 14 elg wings or something ridiculous, but wow. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Oh my gosh. Good 3-blind success rate in your opinion? I mean, depends what you're trying to do. Dude, that is so weird. I'm so confused what just happened. Good success rate in 3-blind. I mean, mine is like 70%, and I feel like that's pretty satisfactory, but that's hard to do. Oh, dude. I mistraced anyways. I didn't do UFUR swap. I like partially did UFUR swap. That's probably what the problem was. Okay. I did UFUR swap for like one thing, but not another thing, like UF and not UR. That's funny. But yeah, 50% is pretty normal, I think, for 3-blind success rate. When you start getting really experienced, like, I don't know, sub 20, your accuracy probably goes up, but not really everybody. First official 3-blind success? Nice, NMC. That's like close to what mine was, my first official 3-blind. I think it was like 440 something. 5-blind, multi-blind, I'm good. Yeah, 70% was like when I started getting like low 20, something like that. That's so funny, dude. What a stupid mistake. I don't know why. I like was killing it in 5-blind like a week ago, and I've been actively practicing it, and I'm like getting worse all of a sudden. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know, making mistakes out of random brain fatigue or something. Your rate's about 50, been doing blind for a year. Yeah, that's pretty normal, I would say. What's up, Dino? What cube do you most enjoy 3 blind after RS3MV5? I have no idea. I really don't know. I haven't really tried many cubes for 3 blind lately. I tried out the MGC beta and it was okay. But yeah, I really haven't tried many. I did try, I think, the Super Weilong V1, I think is what that is. It was okay. I hope I can stop doing dumb shit on 5 blind by the time Worlds comes around. GTS 3M? Not really. Although I've never owned like the one with light magnets. I feel like that might be good for me. Whoa. Just like picked a cap off. Where did it go? Went in like the dustiest place possible.
I don't think I've given anyone else my prime in years long.
Yeah, I bought a GTS 3M once, and yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of it. It was like very heavy magnets, and I was not into it. Does anybody know how to set up the VIN? Anybody heard any good ways to set it up? Because mine, I don't know. I put Dignitas in it and it seemed really good, and then it just got bad like kind of quick. For multi, I used the dual adjust one, so yeah, not ball core. And for 3 blind, I have 8 ball core non-UV ones now. Just bought a bunch with gift cards to the cubicle and stuff. That scramble sucked. That felt slower than that. 21 Alg centers, pretty sure. And then the rest was one more than average, LTCT to average, so 44 to 43. Most people like X-Man Tornado V3 for 3-blind? Really? I didn't know that. I do like that cube. I mained that for 3x3 for a while. But I'm surprised. I know a lot of people like the Diane Tangyun, the original Tangyun. I think Jeff Park used to main that. He might still main it. And Liam Chen used to main it. He might also still main it. James McDiarmid mains it. Does Ballcore really make a big difference? I don't think so. I think Maglev is the biggest thing. I really like Maglev. But this is a Ballcore. I tried it for a little bit, and like for the first like week or maybe less, it was super good. And then it just like got bad. And like not bad, but just I like it less than the Ballcore now. I'm not really sure why. I tried cleaning it out and relubing it. It just had like a period of time that was really good and then just got bad. I don't know why. A lot of people being just James. I mean, mostly James, yeah. He's probably like the biggest advocate. But yeah, there are a lot of really fast 3-blinders. Not a lot, but there are multiple really fast 3-blinders who like the Tangyun original. And I've definitely seen just like casual blinders use it too. I don't know if Stanley still uses, God, what is that cube called? I'm blanking. I don't remember. Stanley had kind of like a main that like not many other people made for a while. Huameng TG. Not sure what that is. Oh, I didn't realize that Master Ice Panda resub. Thanks for the resub, dude. Sorry about that. I don't have a good way while I'm doing blind sessions to, like, the only way I can see Twitch notifications is like I guess I can open the tab, but I have to like tab back to it, and I have to like think about it and tab back to it to check. Otherwise, like, I have to have the notification sounds on. Doesn't he use GTS2M? Stanley? Is that what you're talking about? GTS2M? No. What's up, CWA? Do you like Experience Cube? What is that? 4-blind AO12 was hype? Thanks. Ro used to main GTS2M for multi for a bit when he was in like the 50s, getting the 60s range. Okay, I'm gonna do another. That's annoying. Oh yeah, GTS 2M. That cube's really good. I feel like the Steve In is still like the only cube that rivals it. Stanley might agree. Dude, I was really nervous for that solve. I don't know why it felt like it would be faster than that. Definitely knew it was like good speed, but I thought it was like PB potential. What was X centers? It wasn't actually very lucky. I think it was... I was 5 algs corners floated to 3. Average 6 alg midges, 11 alg wings, so 1 better than average. And I think centers were like 9 and 9 maybe, or 9 and 10. So that would be like maybe like 40 floated to 38, or maybe 41 floated to 39. Do you like expensive cube? I think no. I would answer probably no. That's such a vague question. I main like a $15 cube, so no. A couple of streams ago, you were talking about worst 3-style cases. UFR, FUL, RFD has an F2 interchange. Not sure what alg you're talking about. For this case, UFR, FUL, RFD. It's not really a particularly bad case. And I don't know what alg you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about FDR. But that's also really fast. It does have an F2 form of insert thing. But it's super fast. I really like that case. What's up, Ash? Best is Moyu Aufu best 7x7, ignoring personal preference? I mean, I have no idea how you're supposed to answer a question like that. Best 7x7 is like literally only something answerable by using personal preference. LFD. So did you mean FUL LFD? Because that's just basically the same. It's just a setup into the case I was just doing. You got that 7x7 more or less just for 7 line? That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, John. If you think that's a really bad case, you probably are finger tricking it wrong or something, because that's a pretty fast case. Dude, come on. What? Oh, dude, what? I said L, or I said I instead of L in X centers. This is so annoying, man. I'm 4 centers off of extremely sick mean of 3 pace. Maybe I just use a bad alg. That's the alg I'm doing, John. It's like easy, like 0.8 seconds. I think you're just not finger tricking it right. For corner twisting, do you do beginner's method or ZBL or both? Depends. On 3x3, I do stuff like that. Which is the beginner's method thing, and like that. On 5 blind though, if I get like that case, I'll do double soon thing, which I guess is what you would call a ZBLL, except it would be also a ZBLL if I did the beginner's method thing. What was the comm? It was for can't remember what direction, but FUL LDF. So it's a 4-move insert, and John typed it above, but if you can't see it, it's this. I honestly get confused writing out the comms. I have to like think about it for a minute, but that can be written as a comm. But I just kind of learned it like brute force. Let's not choke a good time again. Or not choke, but let's not freaking mistrace. Say one wrong letter on X centers. Sworn I'm missing this. Oh, there. I'm glad that was DNF. Goddamn. Dude. My comp for that case is extremely bad. I do D wide L prime D prime. Let's see this. D wide L prime D prime. Interesting. I mean, as long as you eventually switch to something better when you get faster. Also, when you just say A to G, nobody who doesn't use specs knows what you're talking about. So it's good to familiarize yourself with just naming piece locations. Why can't I get successes on the good times, dude? Thanks, Grego. How's it going? Probably just not used to the case. I feel like I'm about to drop the cube during that since I'm not supporting it from below. Just squeezing it with left hand to maintain grip. Yeah, it might just take some drilling, I don't know. Oops. Well, just messed it up. Yeah, generally, I really like that case because it's re-gripless, 10 moves. Yeah, there's a lot of way worse cases, in my opinion. So probably just some drilling ought to do the trick. Might be mis-scrambling this by a slice. My 5-blind PB is 245. I got a 244 the other day, but it was mis-scrambled, so I'm probably not going to count that. But this, yeah, I got 245 and then 244 the day after. Thanks, Jasper. Apparently yesterday was also my affiliate anniversary, so maybe they're doing multiple days. Thanks, Twitch. My god, dude. Really? Huh. Ugh. 5 blind's not working. I'm gonna do 4 blind again. I kind of feel like the 5 blind issue might be something I was talking about yesterday, where it's like I'm using the same rooms over and over again every day for 5 blind attempts, and I feel like making the corners, wings, midges stick as well as I'd like to is like taking a lot of mental effort, and then I just like lose my like stamina for the rest of the attempt, so I like make mistakes and have bad times or something. Realized how good your overlay for CS time in your camera is? Thanks. I feel like my overlay is kind of mid, but the camera is my phone, and I use an app to use it with CS timer. So it's a really nice camera. Getting GAN 5x5 next comp? Nice. It's a good cube. Dude, that was tragic. That was a really nice scramble, and I mistraced centers. It was going super well until I mistraced centers. Not sure why I DNF'd. If you've solved a 4x4, 5x5 edge parity is extremely similar. You could probably figure it out. It's just like a little parity on 4x4. Do 5 blind before 5x5 sided, that'd be funny. What? What just happened? Oh wow, that was a wing that popped out and it like broke apart. Wow, dude. I'm gonna try to get a success anyways. Did I just stop the timer? I don't even know. No, that's hell. Fuck. Don't know where the other piece is. God, dude. That was another really good scramble, dude. That's so annoying. Not really good, but... Oh my god, dude. 23 outs. And, like, good cases. Rare type of pop, yeah. I don't think I've ever had a pop where, like, the wing... Just the wing came out, and it, like, separated itself. You're afraid of Nations Cup? Why? Oh. Only 4 Panamanians. Wow, I've never heard that word before, but I understand what it means. Well, good luck. Just focus on representing your country with a good attitude if you don't think you have a chance of winning or like doing well. Going against China first round. Hope you have at least more than one round, but it might be like that. God, this is so loud, dude. Oops. Dude, with like the noise distraction and moving my headphones. If I don't put my headphones around my leg with the music playing, it like doesn't block it out enough. Plus 2 to an LTCT, which definitely made it not worth doing. It's Panamanian? That's even cooler. As part of last seed team for Regions Relay at US Nationals 2019, we lost horrible. Yeah, I feel like it's, like, no matter how you do it, it's really fun, probably. Please speak English only. I don't know what you're saying, so I can't moderate your messages. computer's freezing. Come on, dude. Okay, do a few more 4 blinds. Dude, my god. I can't figure out the mistrace. He said good? Well, okay. I didn't know that. And I'm not gonna Google Translate every message I don't understand. I didn't ban him anyways. Just deleted his messages. What did I do wrong here? Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. I like thought that I didn't solve one of these U-face centers, but I had. So I thought like I shouldn't be done tracing, but I was. That's so dumb. I don't know why it's so hard for me to stop making exec mistakes, or tracing mistakes. It's pretty dumb. Alright, I want to get a couple good times, please. dude. Can I have like one fast memo? These scrambles are horrible. Yeah, it was 26 to 25. I'll do a couple more. And then I think I'll do some small multis. Yeah, actually doing 4 blind. Cool. Finally, an okay one. Nice. Natsu. Have you tried drilling with the like blindtrainer.com or anything like that? helped me a lot at that stage. I think that scramble was 24 to 22. Like floated to 22. Nice. 25 to 24. That's good. I got a AO5, not just a mean of 3. That mean is kind of mid, but can roll. Try to roll it. Not sub PR. Tried corners with blind trainer, wasn't a big fan of it. Interesting. I always thought it was really fun because it's like you can go for like PB, go for PBs on like drilling sets and stuff, and it makes drilling like a game. Could have been pretty good. How many extra comms did I do? I think I did 2 extra comms, just 2. That was 23 floated to 22. See you later, Blackbird. But yeah, sub 140 mean. I'll keep going just because I'm on a streak. It's so funny how much better my 4-blind accuracy is than 5-blind. God. People who drive loud motorcycles through residential areas for fun are so annoying. If you do that, I don't like you. Thanks, Stash. Thanks, T. Currently use Blind Trainer. It helps to learn comms because it shows them in random order. Yeah, and it like forces you to actually practice every case, which doing solves doesn't do that. You like aren't guaranteed to see every case after even like hundreds of solves. You some but twin? What? Yeah, Jasper, it's so annoying. I live right by a road it's like not a main road. It's like a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit road, which is very slow, but people for some reason just fly. It's so annoying. There's like so many people with like obnoxiously loud cars all the time. It's really annoying. And then there's like a lagoon right on the other side of that street, and way on the other side of that lagoon is this big like mountain kind of hill with a road going up it that's like a huge straightaway, and people will like, they have like a routine of like Friday nights 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. anytime. They'll just like, it'll be like groups of motorcycle dudes, like 20 of them, just like all speeding up that hill, and it like echoes so fucking loud on all the houses that like of people living here. It's so annoying. Are most people using stickerless these days? Yeah, pretty much everybody. It's super rare to find stickered cubes nowadays. The only people I know who still use stickered cubes are either like super OG cubers who just like don't want to get new cubes, or it's like people who have like somewhat color blindness, who like need a very specific color scheme to be able to see things well enough. All right, let's continue this streak. Oh my god, what? I mistraced corners, dude. What? Wow. Dude, I 3-colored wrong. That's so silly. I thought this went there, but that goes there, and then it was there. So I thought I had a UFL float, but I didn't. It would just be 4 algs. Wow. I haven't made that mistake in a long time. Your 2x2 died, so you stickerless. Understandable. I haven't had a 2x2 that I actually like really like for so long. I don't know if I've ever had a 2x2 that I really like, honestly. I feel like 2x2s are just bad. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Cool. 5 solves in a row for an AO12. Could actually be a decent AO12 if I get it. But that's a big ask, 5 solves in a row. But I'll just keep going until I DNF. Dude, that's funny. My PBO 12 for 4 blind is like 143, I think. Last time you did 2x2 was to learn OP. That's funny. I feel like a lot of people do that, but they don't realize you could just get corners only scrambles on 3x3, and it's like significantly easier to execute that way. All right. Yeah, getting accounting 216 definitely took PBO 12 off the table, but I still haven't DNF'd, so I'll keep going. That had a pretty significant pause. That's funny. That did not feel particularly fast, and that was, I think, 25 to 24. What's up, Wicked Green? How fast do you think you'd be if you use OP method? I have no idea. I would have to like get used to it again, and I have no idea. I could maybe be like I don't know, 35. I have no idea. Oh yeah, John, that makes sense. And then you can also say you got 2 blind PBs. Math term exam tomorrow? Dang. What kind of math? What kind of math you doing? Oh, yeah, I just realized the music's probably ended. Yeah. Going back to the relaxing Nintendo music. I skipping out? I don't know what I did wrong there. That sucks. Rip. Quadratic functions and basic curves. Sounds like pre-calculus. I think that was what I did in 11th grade. Yeah, if you're not like skipping a bunch of shit or testing out of things because you like really love math, that's probably what you're gonna be doing at that age. Let's do some 9 cube attempts, see how it goes. I always really liked math as a kid. In like elementary school, when it was super easy and fun, I would ask for extra math homework just because I liked doing it. But then I just got like really into things like basketball and skateboarding, so I didn't put that much time into math when I was like getting in middle and high school. And then I was like very preoccupied with like girls and skateboarding and got like a C in pre-calculus. And then I ended up going to college, studying physics, minoring in math. I got a C minus the first time I took Calc 1, and I'm like pretty certain that that was basically just because my teacher was like almost impossible to understand because of his accent. Because I retook calculus and I got an A, and then I got an A in Calc 2, and then I got an A in Calc 3, and then I got an A in basically every single one of my remaining major upper divisions through the rest of my undergrad. I really enjoyed the whole calc series in high school, or in college. And then differential equations. I think partial differential equations was my favorite class I ever took. That was one of my math minor electives because it's super useful for applied physics stuff. You majored in math and minored in physics? Nice. Nice, Jasper. I should make some new emotes soon. Aerospace engineering is very cool, and you can make a lot of money in that field for sure. I feel like that's a cool mix of like, you're gonna have a cool job and you're gonna make a lot of money, probably. I kind of wish that I looked more into stuff like that when I was younger. I feel like I would be kind of probably well cut out for like ATC or something, but too late for that. Nowhere to work at in Panama? Dang. Are you thinking about moving anywhere else? Partial derivatives, yeah. Partial differential equations gets very complicated. Partial derivatives are fairly straightforward. PDEs can get so complicated. Just like Google Bessel functions right now. B-E-S-S-E-L. My god. And then when you start applying it to electrodynamics, like classical electrodynamics, oh my god. That was not very fun for me. That was so hard in grad school. Minored in math, majored in chem. Yeah, Calc 3 is cool. A lot of like cool drawing and visualizing stuff. Oh, my other favorite class in undergrad was solid state physics. I took a elective solid state 2 and then like a photonics class, and then in my grad program I took a bunch of like low temp physics and like semiconductor device classes. That was all very cool stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, move to France, work for Airbus. I actually know a cuber who works at Airbus. I don't know if I should say it on stream, but he's like a pretty good blinder. 3 blinder. Yeah, probably need some kind of American citizenship to work at NASA, I would imagine. Alright, I'm gonna do this 9 cube attempt. Aw, man. My Kroner ice got eaten by metal weeds. Classic. That's so annoying. At least my baked berry survived. You're just cooked, GG? Nah. You'll figure something out. Okay. God, dude. That's definitely wrong. That's so annoying. probably wrong. So annoying. What? What a 3-blind DNF. What? Did I memorize it in the wrong orientation? That kind of looks like I memoed in the wrong orientation. That's so weird. I looked up Bessel functions and the Wikipedia page has a warning saying it's too technical for normal people to understand. That's funny. I've never seen a warning like that on a Wikipedia page. Let me see. Oh, interesting. It's like a call for help and making it more understandable to the layman. I memoed the wrong orientation? Dude, that is so weird. What a crazy, stupid mistake. So I memoed the wrong orientation, and then I also got corners wrong. That's so funny. How do I do this? And yeah. So I was corners on 2 cubes, basically, and then memoed wrong orientation. See you later, Natsu. How fast are you for 3x3 not blind? I average like 10 seconds-ish. The memo is pretty slow. I've been cubing for... I think I started in late 2014, so like 10 and a half years. Started when I was like 22 and I'm 32 now. Is being sub 12 in 2 years impressive? Totally depends who you ask. I think at this point that's not too uncommon. I think it took me, I think I was, after like a year or so, I was at like 13 global, and then like another year I was sub 12 probably. Okay, hopefully I remember everything this time. Dude, I definitely just DNF'd again. Oh my god. Might have just messed that up. Dude, that was probably DNF too. Mechanical twist. Dude, oh my god, this is so annoying. One move. I must have done like a mistake that did a 5-star because I definitely remembered that, right? Oh yeah, I did, yeah. I did something like that, yeah. Okay. That's so annoying, dude. It's really annoying when I like remember, God, when I remember everything and then I DNF because of a bunch of stupid exec mistakes. My god. That's so stupid. Would have been decent. It's like, what was that, 5 out of 9? 6 out of 9? I didn't even count. I'll just put 6 out of 9. What made that barrier so difficult? I don't know. I'm not sure if it was like so difficult or if it was like I was just focusing on other events mostly. Do you work as a physicist IRL? No. I used to do actual like physics science in a lab, but not anymore. I think it's not really for me. I think if I ended up using physics as a job, it would be something more like tangentially related, not like pure physics. Can't solve one and bro saying 9-cube multi is small. I mean, when 69 is a big attempt, 9 is kind of small. Cube stash, that's funny. There's a regular person in my stream named Cuber Stash. Are you trying to steal his identity? please. 9 out of 9. Come on, dude. That was a lot of pausing, but I'll take it. God, Memo is slow, dude. I go so slow on 9 cube attempts. Just because I want it to stick. Oh, it's funny, Cube Stash. Yeah, Cuber Stash is a common member of this chat. Thanks, Karl Mark. What do you think the human limit is for multi-blind if given unlimited time? I never know how to answer that question because it's like unlimited time. Are we like limiting it to 1 day? Unlimited time seems to imply no. If you don't limit somebody, the real limit is just going to be like the amount of time someone can spend and how many cubes they have. You can memorize like really an infinite amount of stuff. It just takes longer and longer and longer. Let me try to rush this one a bit more. Might make it less likely for everything to stick, but I think it's good to practice this way, not like make it too easy. Realistically, when you fall asleep, it's over. I mean, you could do multi-blind where you sleep in between. Like I could do a multi-blind where I memorize 1,000 cubes over the course of like a week and just keep reviewing it. Go to sleep, wake up, review it more. My main 3x3 is RS3 and B5 maglev. Dude, I keep forgetting to look at Twitch things. Kunai subscribed at tier 2. Dude, sorry for not seeing that, Kunai. Sheesh. Tier 2, thank you. I don't know how to do this. I wish I could see notifications promptly. Hey, there's Cuber Stash. Cuber Stash, there's another person in chat, in the YouTube chat, called Cube Stash. We got Cube Stash and Cuber Stash. Also, your stash is spelled different. His is more like a cube stash where you like put things, not like a mustache. What do I do for a living? I'm kind of just bopping around right now, figuring shit out. For a while, I was basically flipping a house for like the last year and a half, but that's over, and now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Keep telling myself I'm going to do cubing coaching, but I need to like figure out a solid plan for how I'm going to do that. Rushing this one a bit more. That was fast. Damn it. Rip. Wow, that sucks. Just the last two. Ever thought about teaching math or science? Yeah. I think if I, like, the ideal situation would be I do like my own freelance tutoring thing that does not just cubing but also math and physics. Good night, Wicked Green. When I used to stream and care about alerts, I had an event list from Streamlabs pulled up. But, like, I have to actively think about tabbing to that, you know? And the problem is do you have a way where, or you have two screens, so that's a different situation too. If I had two monitors, that would help. But yeah, like maybe my stream setup should be like half the screen is CS timer and half the screen is like alerts or something. My favorite tall man, handsome streamer. Wow, thanks. I'm gonna do one more of these. See if I can get something decent. Got a 130 6x6 solve. Wow. That's pretty fast. My PB is like 146. Okay. God, if I just made an exact mistake on the last alg. Was it this one? Yeah. Damn it. That was a good memo. Rip. I think this was an exec mistake, pretty sure. Six out of 9. That one is confusing. I was pretty sure I got that. That's probably an exec mistake. I want to do one more. Please don't kill my Chrono Rice again. Thoughts on the Switch 2? Probably not gonna get it. It seems like such a minor upgrade. Yo, Miss Cubist. What's up? To have to put on earmuffs because there's some like stupid loud drunk people outside my house right now. You know you're being loud when I'm on the second floor and all my windows are closed and I can still hear you going I hope he heard that. Feels like a very marketing strategized product without any innovative development. I mean, there's like a little bit of innovation, but it's like innovation just for innovation's sake. Like the mouse, like the ball mouse kind of style joystick. I don't get it. Like, who wanted that? And then like the game you have to pay for that shows you all the features of your Switch. So silly. Yeah, and it's just like better hardware basically. Yeah, thanks, Miss Cubist. Thanks for lurking. Okay. 235 memo again, please. Or maybe better. Sub 230 this time. Keep improving. Wait, okay. Might have made a big exec mistake on that. Come on. Damn, this did not stick well. Nah. Rip. Felt worse. Average 28 seconds, beginner's method. Learning CFOP, averaging 48. I mean, yeah. How long have you been learning CFOP? Are you doing intuitive F2L? Is that what's slowing you down? I'm gonna do some 3 blind, and then I'm gonna go eat dinner. Just a little 3 blind session. Oops, I just banged my mic, sorry. Dude, this light is too bright. Oh my god. That's much better. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So many clicks. Dang it. gonna turn that light back up. It's too dark. Oops. Okay, so the light setting I just put on is like blue, or it like feels weirdly blue. Maybe that was the normal one. That feels like too yellow, but maybe that's okay. Did I just move this? Weird. Okay, I am getting tired. I'll go to 2475 in the session, and I'm gonna cube cope as well. No cube feels good. It's just me, probably. Huh. I'm tired. Nice. That was 10 to 8 with a UB-com and a UBR-com. I feel like I've been cubing too long and my hands are slowing down. Nice. Did that tie the best solve of the session? That's so funny. That was 9 to 8. Really good cases. That's a funny meme. Too bad about the 19. Yo, Taslin. Rip. Thank you. God, come on. What's up, Noah? Dang it. Messed up canceling. I feel like the memo on that 14 was actually probably really fast. I'm gonna check it. Thinking back, I remember thinking about that actually, yeah. Not as fast as I expected. That was probably pretty damn good exec. Like TPS. How fast do you need to be at CFOP to be sub 30 in 3 blind? You don't need to be any speed in CFOP. You can get sub 30 in 3 blind without knowing how CFOP works. That was good. 10 algs. Try this one. That's a fun scramble. I think I did 9 algs. I think that was like a UB float. It was 2 UF comms, 3 UB comms, 1 FR comm, and LTCT. So yeah, 12 to 9. Dude, that is so annoying. Oh my god. That was 9 algs. Good cases. I just completely fell apart for no reason. $13 to 10? Oh yeah, it was 13 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, I was miscounting edges. It was 3 UB comms, 2 UF comms, 1 FR comm, yeah. I got a pretty good time, all things considered. For 13 to 10. I'm happy with that. That was 8. That's so many solved edges. Not sure if my TPS is good enough. I global around 17 in CFOP. Exact time for corners only 3 styles. Anywhere from 6 to 15. It's, I mean, your TPS in blind is probably much more limited by like your pausing between algs than you think. Because you can do like 5 TPS and have 20 execution on 3 blind. 5 TPS is like really not that fast. Pause trying to figure out a break into a flip. I don't know why it's always so confusing for me to figure out BD breaking into flips. Pause a lot whenever there's a corner twist. Yeah. I think doing things like drilling with that program that we were talking about helps with that specifically, like not pausing as much, but then it's just like doing a lot of solves. I've been doing blind for like 10 years to get to the point where I'm not pausing that much, you know. I'm so annoyed, dude. That was... That was like the easiest 8 alger of my life. Dude, that is so annoying. That was gonna be like a low 13, and then I massively locked up on the last alg and DNF'd because of the fucking last alg. Noah, try this one. You know it's an 8 alger, so it's gonna help, but god. That was so easy. My god. I can't believe I threw that away. You rocked a solve with what is this? U R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R, prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R, U, prime, R prime. Oh my gosh. Is that even better than just doing like just 2 beginners algs? I guess you know that for ZBLL probably. Dude, if I got that last solve, holy shit, we'd be pacing. If I had like a low 13 and then a 16, that was 10 to 9. God. Can't time it right now, but it'll look okay. I mistraced. During edges, I realized after putting the blindfold on, like, those edges didn't have parity and corners had parity. So I tried to just guess something and it was wrong. Said I'd go to 24.75. Kind of feel like going a little longer. Maybe 2,500. I do not like this scramble. I feel like when I get unfloatable 5L corners, I just immediately want to stop. 5 alg corners is a million more algs than 4 alg corners, yeah. 7 alg edges without a flip. 7 alg edges, it's not possible. But yeah, when you get 7 alg edges because you like missed a float, I hate that. I think I hate 5 alg corners more. But yeah, 7 alg edges just feels bad in a different way because you knew you could have made it better. Dang it. Hi, bro. What was the AO12? What event? That was sick. I had this 4 flip. And then I also had 5 to 4 alg corners with LTCT. That was like 11 to 10, or 11 to 9, I think. To 10 again. Dang it. I like broke into a 3 twist that gave a really bad LTCT, so I tried to use my visual recall to break differently, and I messed it up. Scube 1.8 would have been 1.68 world record 2 without +2. Wow. That's crazy. To 9. Dude, I'm getting a lot of 16s on 10 to 9 specifically. A confusing scramble. logic. I'm at this point where I'm finally like actually letting myself do LTCTs instead of float opportunities, where it's like one or the other, either one saves one alg. And yeah, it seems like it's very frequent that the LTCT is the better option. What? Oh, I broke into a flip wrong. Is LTCT worth it for like sub 25? LTCT was really hard for me to learn. I think learning full floating is easier than LTCT in my opinion, and you'll get more time save out of it. So I would say learn full floating first if you haven't, but then, yeah, I mean, if you're trying to learn more stuff and you've already learned full floating, might as well learn LTCT, why not? Turning. God, dude, that is so annoying. That was probably faster exec than memo. That was 9 to 8. I mistraced corners. That's so annoying. It was 2 alg corners with LTCT, and it was a good case. Oh my god, dude. Would you ever realistically do 7 to 6 for... Assuming you swap UFUL. Alright, let me try this. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it on that one. Can I sandwich? No. No, there's no way. I wouldn't have done it on that. And it's basically just because I wouldn't have thought of the... like I would have never cycle broke to one of those spots. I guess, I mean, yeah, I just... So it's like there to there, and then you have to cycle break, and so I just cycle broke there. I guess you reasonably could cycle break there, but I just go there first if that's available. So going there, I would have gotten the float. And that actually would have been really nice too, because you could cancel heavily. Yeah, I don't think it's always realistic, but I mean, if you're like a god, maybe you could always do it, because it just is like sandwiching and sometimes flipping a sandwich. God. Really gross corners. That scramble was horrible. How did you find that? Oh yeah, in this scramble that I got, 3 twist corners right here, and unoriented, you hit your buffer, unoriented 2 swap, unoriented 2 swap. So 3 unoriented 2 swaps, and then a 3 twist. I don't even, it's so hard for me to figure out what the best solution is for this. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5 algs at best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that scramble is horrible. 11 algs at best. Oh, wait. This is a DNF, I think? Yeah, pretty sure that's a DNF. That was the solve that I quit. What? I have no idea what I did wrong there. I have an untimed session. I put the time in as an alg count, so I look through the 11s. Oh. I really don't like that LTCT RUB BDL. Probably not finger tricking it in the best way, but I really do not like that alg. What? Oh, dude, unfloatable 5 alg corners. And for some reason I thought there was parity. So it was 11 at best. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I gotta stop quitting these hard scrambles. Do you flick the M in that alg, Noah, or do you like do like a wide R prime R? I started doing wide R prime R after flicking them for a long time and hating it. Doesn't help that much. Dude, what is my turning? I have good turning for like 5 minutes every day, and that's it. Don't flick it? Okay. It's cubes. Are you saying my turning is the cube's fault? Because I would have to agree with you. Just tuning in. Gotcha. It is the cube's fault, yeah. Thought that'd be slower. Like when a scramble ends with D2 U wide 2 instead of just like a Y2. What is this scramble? Would you notice the U layer 3 twist and immediately float to UBL? Yeah, I probably would. That scramble is garbage. Yeah, I'd probably float UBL, which is like a mistake, because you should do this. Wait. I thought that was a 3 twist. Is that not a 3 twist? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. I just did it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, you should just do 3 twists from UFL, but I would probably have seen the 3 twist on U first. How do you get a scramble like that? Did you like deliberately set it up? Oops. Alright, I'm gonna go until AO12 dies. Sizable pause. Oh, there's a spreadsheet. Is that Roman's spreadsheet? AO12 is kind of dead, but I'm gonna go till it's actually dead. But yeah, you can send the link, Noah. Nightbot will yell at you, but it can't do anything. RFD float. Is being orientation neutral a thing? No. I don't know if that will ever be a thing. Definitely not going to get a good AO12, but I'm just going to get it just for shits and giggles. That was sick. 11-9 with 2 FL comms and LTCT and multiple cancels in corners. You were orientation neutral and you just didn't realize why you were slow? How did that happen? I feel like every tutorial must say, like, pick an orientation and stick with it, right? That's probably wrong. 2 mistakes. Okay, my cat is freaking out. I need to feed my cat. Which means I end stream now. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wow, my fucking corner ice almost got eaten again. These damn metal weeds. SMH. Okay. Learn from J-Perm. You've reformed. So did he not specify that in his tutorial? Or did you just miss it? Jasper Jazzy Pants is streaming. I'll raid Jasper Jazzy Pants. Right after this silly apartments ad with Jeff Goldblum. You switched at 5 minutes, not 50 seconds. That's crazy that that's happened to that many people. Carney, Jared just got a $5,000 tip. Dude, I would fucking like refund that. When I see people doing shit like that, just like randomly dropping $5,000 to a streamer, I feel like it's like a 95% chance they're having like a manic episode and giving away all their money. Oh my god. I mean, that is a fun one. I think I genuinely would do the best, like the least alg solution, which is 1, oops, 2, so com LTCT, oops, did the wrong alg, UBR com, UBR com. Do you know a 2C2C for that case, Noah? No, rip. Oh, you can just do F prime triple sexy F undo setup. Wow, that's funny. Do you like cricket? I've never played it. Alright, I'm going to raid Jasper Jazzy Pants. Thanks for hanging out. Go to Twitch if you want to join the raid. Okay, bye.